So there's a section on Article 7, Article 7, Section 1, number 3, and it's about failure to complying with the board membership requirements. Now, it doesn't have auxiliary members in there, but can we put auxiliary members under that? Or if they don't comply with the same membership requirements that they can be, or...
They're not voting members, right?
They're
Right.
non-voting members.
So the problem is, I'm just trying to remember, but I think all of these are voting members that are listed here. I don't think you should start mixing voting and non-voting
Okay.
members, because I think they're different.
They are different.
They are.
So should we have a separate section?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Create a whole new
Yeah,
section.
otherwise I think
Good
it would be
idea.
very confusing.
Like those are these are the guidelines for non-voting members.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't confuse the two.
Tara, I'm gonna have to ask you for this, but I couldn't find our bylaws anywhere. Do we have bylaws?
You probably don't have.
No, we don't have
them.
bylaws.
Okay. So, I mean, they're referenced in this
Yeah.
Constitution everywhere.
Well,
and I
the
don't
thing
even know
is-
what to do with it.
Bylaws are more detail of what a constitution is. So if you're gonna put a lot of detail into your constitution, that is your bylaws too.
Okay.
So you could take the word bylaws out.
Wow.
If you don't have a separate document called bylaws, you shouldn't refer to it in here.
It's just
And so the
Okay.
more information, and it sounds like you want to add a lot of clarification to your constitution, so your bylaws are part of your
Part of
constitution.
Okay. And we can freely change positions, add and take away, as long as...
Of what's in your constitution now?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're doing a full rewrite and you go through the right voting, and that's
Yeah.
that's up to all of you, it's up to the students, so
Right.
that's fine.
Now, how do we present this to the student? Because the student body has to vote on this,
Right,
right? How do we
yes.
send this out to them, for them to vote on?
But that's going to be our decision.
Yeah, well, it would be the same way that people got voted into positions such as myself.
Right.
You
What
instead-
media did you use for that?
It was all done online. What we had is it was
Email.
put on. Well, there was an email that was pushed to everyone.
Okay, Should do the
Through
same.
because when you have an online, well, when you're a student of our school, you have to get an online subscription or whatever to the website, and so
Okay.
you're given a school email. It's pushed through that email, and then in addition to that, members who were gunning for a position would, talk to their friends, social media, whatnot, and then you would go and click on the link and then vote. So it would be just either, I think it would just say yes or no to approve the constitution of the student
so you should
government.
talk about it at a couple meetings, right? So people who pay attention to meetings that may want to come with comments or concerns, you should give them that avenue. You should send out the email. You just need to make sure that all the students, you're giving everyone a chance to really know about it. Be
The
careful
elections
that
are in
you
April,
be accused.
Elections are held in
April.
April.
So that's the perfect time, if you guys can get it done.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah.
to do, but that would be the perfect time.
It could
Right.
have, we can do it. It can
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be our like focal
Okay.
point
And an
for
ambition
the,
statement
yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Which doesn't have to be voted on.
No,
Or,
it's just
from
ours.
Your mission,
Ascom,
yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question about ad hoc meetings, which are just any of our small meetings, right? Like if we were to have an event or anything like that, it can be assembled and then disassembled.
Right.
And they said it should include Ascom election committee. What is that?
Well, if you had a separate committee to talk about the election, not the people as much as how we're gonna hold. I mean, you could have an ad hoc committee for any subject
Anything,
you
right.
wanted to. I think having an ad hoc committee for an election is a little scary. I didn't notice that in there. but-
Yeah, I just.
Because that makes it sound like the committee has election power. and
Right,
that's-
so-
So you always want to be careful what you call committees or
Sure.
what you have them for.
So we should.
I'm
probably-
hoping that was more just to kind of, who knows? I
It
don't
was
know.
just so random.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
under
random
Article
things,
9, Section 2.
I would get
Tara.
rid of random
Yeah.
things.
Article
and
9,
just-
Section
okay.
2, number 5. So we can just take that out. It was just saying they shall include but not limited to, and the only two they put in there was Ascom Election Committee and Ascom Budget Committee. So I think it was just to throw something in there, but
Yeah, maybe you don't put anything in there.
anything in there,
I mean,
yeah.
budget committees are very good,